President Trump appointed Justice Amy Coney Barrett to America's highest court in 2020. Since her confirmation, she's voted on major rulings, including striking down abortion rights. But now Trump supporters are criticizing Barrett after she recently voted against some of the president's initiatives. This week, Barrett and Chief Justice John Roberts sided with the court's 3 Democratic justices in backing an order that the Trump administration must pay foreign aid organizations for work they already did for the government. Barrett seemed to face the most backlash from the right, including Mike Davis, head of the Article 3 Project, a conservative legal group who said Trump chose Barrett because he wanted a woman to fill Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's seat after she died in office.
I would say that she's weak and that she's scared of her shadow, but incremental might be a nicer way to put it. I've also said that she's a rattled law professor with her head up her ass. That's what I say when I'm upset.
Jack Posobiec, a senior editor at Human Events, a conservative political news site, agrees with Davis, saying Barrett, who previously taught at Notre Dame Law School, wasn't chosen to be justice for the right reasons.
Amy Coney Barrett is a warning against the dangers of Republican DEI. It shows the danger of Republican DEI. When we say, hey, here's someone who says she's a conservative and she's with us on this one issue, and also it's a woman and it's an election year, and let's get all behind this. Well, kind of goes to show you that we need to be a little bit more discerning in the future when it comes to these judicial nominees.
Posobiec also mentioned Barrett's vote in January, rejecting Trump's request to block the sentencing in his New York hush money criminal case, and her dissent in last year's decision by the courts to narrow an obstruction charge used to prosecute rioters who stormed the Capitol on January 6, 2021. Amy Kramer, a conservative activist who helped organize a pro-Trump rally the day before the riot, posted to X saying the biggest disappointment on the court about Barrett, adding, "As a woman, I'm ashamed I ever supported her." And longtime Trump ally Steve Bannon suggested on his podcast Barrett is not a fan of Trump, considering the look she gave him at his address Tuesday to a joint session of Congress.
That's about as close to stink eye as you can get. That's not a happy... I've had a couple of my ex-wives look at me like that.
This isn't the first time Republicans have been disappointed by their party's president when it comes to nominees to the high court. Justice David H. Souter, a nominee of President George H.W. Bush, was criticized by conservatives, becoming one of the court's most liberal members. Justice Roberts was also criticized with his Obamacare vote and during Trump's first term when he voted to block efforts to put a citizenship question on the 2020 census. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Kaylee Carey. For all your latest news headlines, download the Straight Arrow News app today.